tonight.
It's Facebook.
And Facebook right now, currently, but I'm going to be cutting off Facebook. Giovanni, say hello to everybody.
Hi, my name is...
He's looking at himself in the monitor, so... Okay, say goodbye.
No, my name is Mario.
Okay, this is Mario tonight, and actually right by my side is Dominic, our taco show producer extraordinaire. I'm actually, I went on Facebook before just to kind of, here you go, G, say bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, bye. Okay, I went on Facebook before to kind of just let people know that we were going live. Thank you. There. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, that looks real classy. Okay. No, just your chair. Yikes. Okay. So, look, we're just I wanted to come on. People know this is like rough right now. We're having this is rough time, right? And so I just kind of want people over here on Facebook. Hey, Lisa Long Compton joined us over on Facebook. Lisa Long, shout out to you guys. We are broadcasting. I'm just doing this on Facebook for just a minute, but we're actually broadcasting this on our YouTube. Lisa, I want to say your beef was fantastic. We made tacos tonight. If you live in Tulsa and you are in desperate need of some meat, please go look up Tulsa Beef Provisions. They are here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I know a lot of people are hurting and they can't find beef. They have everything: ground beef, they have steaks, they have pork, they have chicken, they have all sorts of stuff. You just look it up on Facebook. They have the Facebook page. Google them, Tulsa Beef. Tulsa Beef. If you are here in Oklahoma, okay, and you can get to Tulsa proper, they cut it fresh. I got to tell you, that ground beef was fantastic. So thanks a lot, Lisa. We appreciate it. She didn't give it to us for free. We paid for it, and rightfully so, because that is what we have to do. We have to support businesses, right? So I know a lot of people are really scared. They're filled with fear and anxiety. And Paige lives in Tulsa. Yes, you do, Paige. You sure do. So, I am going on YouTube. I just wanted to swap over for a minute.
Yes,
so
go to YouTube
I'm
now.
going to go and end this live on Facebook. But if you can, please pass it along to somebody. And please come over to our YouTube channel, okay? Thanks. See ya. Bye. Okay. So, I ended our Facebook. Okay. Okay. So... as that uploads, I know that I wanted to come on because I know so many people are scared and nervous and fearful. And I gotta tell you, I have to open up my YouTube page here real quick. I don't really know. I don't know how you guys are doing, so in order for me to read the comments, I gotta get to our page. So, hold on just a second. And as usual, all hell is breaking loose in the Cardoza household. Right? Okay. So, live. Okay, here we go. So, okay. If you are, okay, cool. We got lots of people over here. Hey, so now if you would please like our page, that would be great. If you're new, please subscribe to our channel. I know Justin's not sitting with me right now, but right now he's meditating. So, he will definitely be with us in a momento. But never fear, because Dominic is here and Justin will be coming along. Are you okay? Okay. All right. So I just want to give, hello to everybody. Denny, if you're still on, say something. Hey, Paige, I know I'm Dominic. I'm reading the comments. I need to read the comments. Okay. Heather, hi. Dana, Ima, hi. We missed you too. Jaleesa, I'm so glad you joined us. Tara Fields, Tickety Boo, hello. So if you're new to our channel, Chantel, I saw you. Okay. Jess England, hey. listen, I know this has been a really tense week, right? And it's for everybody. This has been going on for several, a couple of months over in China, and it spread, and we knew it was coming. It's something that Justin's been very cognizant of, and it's just a fact of what's happening. But we are, what do you call it? What is it called? Isolating, which I got to tell you, we always self isolate during the winter because I don't dig the flu. Okay. So, I try to keep my kids as healthy as possible. However, knock on wood, that's what we all need to do. But in this time of fear, there's so much fear out there. We cannot allow fear to overtake us so much that we cannot see the love that is in the world. And most importantly, it covers your faith in God. Because if you're dealing with what ifs and maybes, I mean, look, there's a lot of people who've tested positive for coronavirus. I get it. We're all scared. You see people going to the store and the shelves are empty. But I wanted to come on here. I want to have a good time tonight. I want to have fun. But I know a lot of you all really just need some love in your life, If it was up to me, I'd be playing music for y'all and we'd be having a good time,
Want me to do that?
Well, in a minute, let me get, I know there's only 18 people on, but hey, just share this out to anyone who is just needing a break. Because we're all at home. A lot of you don't know how to be at home and self-isolate. So many of you are on the go constantly. There is an upside to this. One, you get to reconnect with your family members, okay? You get to take this downtime to actually be a family, and a lot of people watching Netflix, and hey, that's good. But we can't go to church. You can't go to school. We thankfully do homeschool, virtual schooling. Dominic is almost done for the year. Praise God with that. He always works really well. But I really just want to just come on here and share an important message with all of you. And that's where I come in. Now, Denny, if you're still on, I do have something because Denny messaged right before. Denny is an old friend of ours. Ironically, we all played World of Warcraft together. Yes, I was an amazing Shadow Priest, by the way, and Denny was an amazing hunter. God, Denny, what was your character's name? Why can't I think of it? Anyway, but ironically, our guild name was Quarantine. And that's what's so funny about it, because we were quarantined. So on Justin's personal page, he wrote yesterday, Quarantine took over Stormwind because we were Horde. If you guys know anything about gaming, we do not do this anymore. Unfortunately, we don't have time. Plus, let's just face it, the game went downhill. Denny, are you still here? Because I want you to hear what I'm about to say to you. So, we played together, and Denny is one of those people, and he messaged me. He messaged us our page, and Justin happened to be going into meditation. So I know that you want to, I am so sorry about your loss. And I apologize, because it's I know that, when we lose a loved one, and I know you've always known what Justin can do, but what I want you to do, and you want to hear from your mother, I'm going to tell you what our viewers who tune into us every week, some of them patiently wait for a reading. Some, and it's whatever, most importantly, you and your wife need to do is talk to your mother-in-law. Let her know, hey, mom, if you want to hear from her, they can hear you. That's what I want you to know. I know your wife's name's Stephanie, right? So relay that to her. Let her know that. She may not feel comfortable with that, but there's a reason why you reached out to me and sent me a message about it. So, I want you to know, and listen, all our people that are on here will tell you the same thing. They're going to tell you this is exactly how Justin works. Hi, if you're new, welcome, but hit that subscribe button, please, and the bell. I'm going to read your comments in a second. So I'm just trying to tell Denny how it works. Just talk to her. Let her know that it's okay. Give you guys a sign. Be open to the fact that, look, she crossed over and she is okay. But it's when we're not open-minded that we miss messages from our loved ones. And it can be something very simple. And we end up talking ourselves out of it, right? It can be a simple thing like a song coming on the radio. And, all we want is, we just want to know if they're okay, right? So that's like the most important thing. So if you and your wife are open, talk to her. Let her know that, give us a sign. Let us know, if you want to hear from her, tell her it's okay to come to Justin. I will definitely let Justin know about, when he gets out of meditation, about your mother-in-law. But my prayers, the prayers from the Cardozas to your family. And I'm just so, I mean, it's, mixed emotions to have you come on our live, with that. But I'm glad that you did reach out to us. So with that being said, yes, but be open. Being open is the key to getting a message from the other side. Okay? That is the key. So, welcome. If you guys are just joining us, I see some new people. Joanne Clefon, let's see, Kelsey Small. I saw somebody new. Welcome. If you're here for the first time, I'm Roseanne Cardoza. I am an intuitive reader. I am also a paraphilosopher. Okay, you're going to say, well, what is that? Well, it's a fancy word for what people may call a life coach, but that's demeaning, of what I do. No, it's more of, I help a lot of other psychics develop their abilities, but through the introspection of my own personal life, I have channeled a lot of messages and written a lot of things about just, from my own introspection of how I dealt with things in my life and how I overcame them. So I am kind of like a self-help person, whatever you want to call it, but I am a paraphilosopher because I philosophize life and how it works between the other side, the spiritual realm, and this realm. And I've been getting messages like that since I was, I remember it occurring to me in my early 20s. And I went on this very long and lengthy process of self-introspection through failed relationships and different things that had occurred in my life. Fears, especially fears. So my husband, Justin Cardoza, who's actually the main guy, the one that I support through and through, to me, I'm just his wingman. But we work together because without each other, I'm like his mana potion. So it just doesn't work without each other. So now he is actually meditating, and he is a psychic medium. and he has over 17, going on 18 years of professional psychic medium experience. He's also, Yeah, I do need the charger. Sorry. Yeah, take that other one. He has, he's also kind of dubbed the tragic medium, so he does a lot of complicated cases, but he will be on Uno Momento. So if you're new here, hi Neuro, hello. Please make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the bell and give us a thumbs up, okay? I want you guys, the reason I have been feeling this, just this pull to come on all week, but, I'm glad you're enjoying it, Joanne. Thank you. And remember, listen, tell other people about it. If you can, go share it. You can copy the link, go share it in Facebook, Twitter, whatever. There's somebody out there that needs to be lifted up tonight. There's somebody out there that needs to just get their mind off of the troubles that's going on in the world. We're all consumed with fear, right? And anxiety. And, what a better way? Let's all spend it together and lift each other up, right? Okay? I mean, cue the music for Imagine. But I really, really am glad that you guys are on here tonight. Now, I used to do a show on a page. Our Facebook page is actually Justin and Roseanne Cardoza Intuitive Consultants. You can find that in the About section. Please go like our Facebook page. Please go like our Facebook page, as well as follow it. We've been getting these bots lately that like our page, and I know they're bots because you click on their profile and they're newly made accounts and stuff like that, and then they fall off. So look, okay, I am gonna say Jaleesa's saying hello to Neuro. Hello. Good, Joanne. I'm glad you're really going to enjoy this. Yes, you will. Paige is, it's funny. Paige, you haven't tuned in a long time, girl. I definitely self-isolating. Okay. Dana says, I was just told that Amber's roommate works at daycare that the owner of QT, which is Quick Trip's kid, goes there, and she was exposed. I don't need Amber getting sick since she's immunocompromised. So everybody, please, please, please keep Dana's daughter, Amber, into your prayers. Dana, did you share this with the other, LWE or mods, please, if you can? My producer, Taco Show, has left for a second because he's juggling my other son, Giovanni, while Justin meditates, which is a very important thing. Justin meditating is very big. It's imperative he meditates. Listen, okay, so here's, Justin, we didn't go on last Saturday. And there's reasons why. He got a big no. Not to go on when he meditated. So I'm going to start kind of heavy, and I'm going to get this out of the way because as the number grows, I want to set the tone for tonight, and then we're going to get into fun stuff, and we're going to, it's okay, honey. It's okay. No, girl, I've been going through so much. I apologize. You guys amazing. And listen, I know, honey, we all have lives, but this is the time, right? Right now is the time where we're all just taking it down a notch, So how many of you out there deal with anxiety, and I mean real anxiety, and on a daily basis? I know a lot of you do. Okay. And when you have anxiety, I deal with anxiety. Okay. Some people have, the way I look at life is that here's how it works. All my life when I was especially in my early 20s, Jolisa, she knows. Okay. So here's the thing about anxiety. Anxiety is such a debilitating evil disease because it can consume everything that you do. And when we are put in a situation like what is going on right now in the world, okay, it only exacerbates it, right? So, years ago, my mother and my brother had also suffered from anxiety. And a lot of you do too, right? She had her take CBD gummies and it helps with her anxiety. That's awesome. That's great. I'm glad it works for you. Um, you know, so when we're in facing this kind of situation, and I mean, it's just like it's pouring fuel on that fire that's already there, kind of simmering in the background because it never goes away. You know, some days are better, some days are not. The problem with anxiety is that I find, and I'm going to state this for the record because this is what I have found. Hi, B. Welcome, welcome. Okay, I am not going to talk about depression because I am not a clinical psychologist or psychiatrist. I am talking about anxiety. Okay, I have been diagnosed with anxiety. Now, I have had my moments where anxiety was really high and really low, and I've had, I've always realized that doctors would always want to prescribe me like, when I was in my early 20s, that they would want to prescribe me like, an antidepressant. What I found through things, is that they got it backwards. For some people, anxiety is so pronounced and so strong that it literally can debilitate you to where you cannot function. Some people have panic attacks so bad, they literally think they are having a heart attack, right? Some people just have moments of outbursts, or like me, I'm more like Chicken Little. I run around with my head cut off, and Justin's talked about this on other lives. Like I have a 10 o'clock freak out. And, but a lot of doctors think that, again, this is my own personal opinion. For me, I was not depressed because I was not depressed, but they always wanted to treat the depression, not the anxiety. So, depression it's yeah, exactly. Hi, Amy. Hi. Yeah, panic attacks are awful. Okay. And, they can be triggered at any time, and it's horrific. But there's also people who have slow builds to their anxiety, like it's a wave, it ebbs and flows. And everybody's anxiety is different. Some people go and hide, some people just don't want to get out of bed, some people, self-medicate with drugs and alcohol. There's lots of things that people do to mask and hide and deal with anxiety. So the problem with anxiety is that anxiety can be fueled by, the people you are around, your environment, a situation that isn't good. But there is also, I'm not saying, again, I'm going to clarify, this is Roseanne's opinion in her experience, my opinion of what's happened to me. Okay. I have treated it with medication, and yeah, I do still take medication, but I take it responsibly. But most importantly, there was a pivotal moment in my life where, I've actually had to, ask God to take it off me. Take it off me. Some people love to use the expression, Lord, give me strength. Don't ever say that. Don't ever say that. Listen, you already have enough strength within you to do the things that you need to do in life. What you need to be asking the Lord for is to take the anxiety off of you, to give you the wisdom to see that you're stronger than this burden of a moment that is striking you with such extreme fear that you can't see the next moment, or you're in a panic. Now, I know that sounds nuts, but Justin, for you who have been on here, how many times have you guys heard Justin talk about that you need to pray and that fear will consume you and it's darkness? It is the devil. The devil, we call it the dark one. That dark one will take a hold of you because that fear is darkness. But when you have faith in God and you pray on a daily basis, whoever your God is, okay, it doesn't have, I am talking to everybody out there, okay? If God is your tree, that's who you pray to. If God is Muhammad, if God is, Allah, whoever, okay? Jesus Christ, whoever. It doesn't matter. It's whether or not you believe that there is a higher power up there, that there's something that made us and not just, the Big Bang Theory. Okay, because listen, I have news for you. The Big Bang Theory, okay, yeah, logically, my opinion, okay, yeah, sure it happened. But guess who pushed it's kind of like Chernobyl pushing the AZ5 button, if anybody was a Chernobyl fan. I am. I know I use that a lot, but it really got me right here, It's God. I have news for you. We have Wiccan people that have come on. Well, I pray to trees. Okay, well, guess who made the tree? God. What do you think? They magically appear? Like Professor McGonagall came out of nowhere and just did wave the wand? Come on, give me a break. Look, there is a higher being out there. And so, in times like this, I am not asking you to turn to God. I am asking you to turn to faith. Faith in believing that there is something good out there. Now look, my numbers have dropped because the minute I start talking about God, guess what? People don't want to hear it. Okay, fine. Then keep on trucking because, hey, this is we're getting into some real stuff, right? You all are knee deep in it. You don't have a choice. People in California, they're home. They have to stay home. Okay? People are worried about their jobs. They're worried about food, their immune compromised child, the elderly. What are people doing? They're acting like jerks and going out and buying up all the toilet paper. Do you honestly think that God thinks so little of you that he is going to allow you to go without? It is a two-way street though, right? Like you do have to put something in, and God gives you that ability to have free will. So you can choose to live in fear, or you can choose to believe in something good. Okay? I look at my son, Dominic. My son Dominic was born, he's a crystal child. My son has always looked at life as the glass is not half empty, but half full. And his discernment it's on point. Yesterday, we participated on an online prayer that was worldwide on Instagram, and we were doing the rosary. Um, and it was the first time my son and I had ever participated in like that ever together. I was born in, I was baptized in the Catholic Church and stuff, but I don't go to the Catholic Church. I don't condone the Roman Catholic Church and the Pope and what has corrupted the Catholic Church. I believe there's just darkness that is spread throughout that church. But of course, darkness always, with molestations and all that kind of stuff, that happens in a lot of denominational churches. But what a way. Think about it. God, you have God. This is the house of God, okay? These people are spreading the good news, the good word, faith, trying to instill faith in you, okay? Except for those nut jobs who are like Revelation preachers. They're nut jobs, okay? Oh, the end times. My mother used to have a saying, she used to say, Roseanne, this is hell. This is hell. Hell is here on earth, And, my mother she had so much faith. She had so much faith in God, even in her darkest moments. And she had anxiety, chronic anxiety, so bad. So bad. And there are nights where she would stay up and she'd just be reading her Bible, I'm going to read your comments in a second, but I want to just kind of finish my thought. I'm not ignoring any of you. And I'm glad that Jesus is your Savior, Joanne. I'm so glad that. I want you all to know that we have to start living in faith, not fear. I want to see some ones on this board right now. If you have heard Justin talk about that, he has talked about it numerous times. He has been telling you guys that over and over and over and over for months. Do you think he just pulls that information out of his ass? No, he doesn't. Yeah. The ones that know, that have been around, they know. Yes, you guys know that. So, do you think that this is a test, maybe, that we're going through? I think so. I think it's a test of true faith. I mean, if you're shutting everything down, it is a real true test of faith. So how, Justin's meditating, Christy. Jolisa says, I struggled with faith until I last spoke with Justin. Since then, I have gave all to God. And ever since then, I know no matter what, everything is going to be okay, and this shall pass. Yes, it will. But we have to have faith, right? We have to stand in the light of faith. Step out of that shadow of darkness that we call fear and anxiety. So, here's what I've been doing. And ironically, it's Lent right now, where you're supposed to give something up. And it's like, to me, the world is giving up that freedom to connect with people. We live in a time where we're socially interacting with people all the time online. It's crazy. And people are thinking, I saw a reporter asking somebody who had, that had been in like quarantine. They were like, how are you dealing with not being able to talk to people? For God's sakes, are you serious? I mean, people text each other instead of having a real telephone conversation. I have said that to many of women on here, okay? That you should never be talking to a man on the phone if you're courting them or going out and dating with them via text. You should always be having a conversation if it's via phone or in person. But definitely the phone, okay? Not texting. You know why? Texting is stupid. It's a great thing for asking a quick question, but not for getting to know someone on a deep level. And you all know that I work on a very deep level, okay? We're not scratching the surface level here, okay? This isn't Rachel Hollis, girl, go wash your face. No, we're dealing with the real issues of life. And right now, the issue is everybody is forced to be at home. They've been taken away privileges in their life, but because of this darkness. Okay, Paige, I know you're talking around. So, like, I need you. Yeah, it can get misconstrued what people are talking about when texting all the time, because you can't hear a person's tone, right? Okay, so um, people bullshit and lie to you too. On you can't feel their energy. You know, it's sometimes with text. You know, especially with me. So Paige says, I have someone trying to tell me to turn away from God, have been for a few years, tells me that the Bible is a lie, etc. I have never turned my back on God. I've kept faith and he's not let me down. Okay. You know, I know you said that you pray every day. And then let me also tell you that you do have to pray with intent. You have to pray with real faith behind it. The words that you say, if you just say, dear Lord, please help me today. No, you actually have to feel it, okay? You really, really have to feel it. And if people are telling you not to believe in God, walk away from them. Don't even, who cares? Like, who cares? Like, your beliefs, look, I'm down to 19 people now. You know why? People drop the minute we start talking about God. You know, that's how dark this damn world is. They'd rather live in the shadow of fear instead of in the light of faith. So, you know, what we need together, you hear me every week. What have I been saying for the last, 2 months? We all need to band together in the light. The light people, the people who work for the light, the people who believe in God, people who believe in a higher power, okay? Who have faith that humankind is good and that humankind will still exist after this, okay? It will. It will. But we cannot allow the fear and just our personal anxieties overtake it. So somebody is near you that is talking negative, you know, listen, I believe in the zeitgeist. You put that stuff out into the zeitgeist. Some people call it the universe, the manifestation of it. I call it the zeitgeist. Look, you put it out there, there's a collective gathering of just fear. You know, no toilet paper, no food. Listen, in America, we're not running out of food. Okay, if people stop by acting like animals and acting like it's the end of the world, okay, because I have news for you. If it was the end of the world, you wouldn't need all that damn toilet paper to wipe your ass. And when you have to pay your mortgage next year, you can't return all that next month. You won't need you can't pay that mortgage or rent with that toilet paper. So think wisely. Think about the old man that lives next door to you, or the old woman, or the older couple, or the family who has special needs children, who needs special food for their child to eat when you're hoarding all the damn meat, okay, or mac and cheese. All right, this ain't a blizzard. This is a blip on the map. We create it and make it bigger. It's your choice. It's your choice on whether or not you want to put the light out there. So here's what I want you guys to do. If you're anxious, I want you to tell God, whoever, your higher power, the big amigo, I'm just insert whoever. Please take it off me. Please take it off me. If somebody is not, you know, doing it for you and they're just negative, 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 fear, 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 turn the damn TV off. Walk away from the room. Go upstairs. Guess what? Put some music on. Put the music on. You know me. Music fills my soul with light. It is my chicken soup for the soul. Music is. Okay, I have to have it. I have to hear it to balance myself out. Yes, and Aaron says, or those with life-sustaining medical devices that need cleaning supplies. Okay, so please be aware of other human beings in this world. And I'm putting this on YouTube so all the selfish assholes out there who are scared and frightened and filled with fear and don't have a clue about Jesus or God or Muhammad or Allah or whoever, okay, the tree, the sky, the unicorn, whoever they believe in, who don't give a damn, the atheists, okay, hey, you know, you want to be a fear-mongering asshole and a selfish asshole? Good luck with that. Because I do believe in karma and it will be served. So let's all lift each other up. Let's walk away from their fear. Ask them, take it off you. Turn off the TV. Do something. Read a book. Take your mind off of it. Connect with your family. This is the time to reconnect. But most importantly, do not allow everything that is going on. Yes, it is scary, but everything is being done. We are doing the right thing. Everybody is doing the right thing by staying home. It's not going to hurt you. It's not going to kill you to stay home, okay? I mean, for God's sakes, I hope people learn their lesson. I bitch and moan all the time. People let their kids out the door with the fever all the time. Okay, when I was a kid, you didn't go to school with the fever. You didn't go to school with strep throat, okay? I never went back on the bowling bus when I was a kid. Every Tuesday, we'd go to, the bowling bus would come and take us to the bowling alley, you know? Because a kid threw up on the bus. I was so traumatized by that. If a kid threw up in class, oh my God, I would freak out. I don't handle that very well, okay? So look, you know, perspective, folks. You know, you can't control this, but you will exacerbate it with fear. So it's your choice. You step into the light or you stand in the shadow of fear. It's now the time is for you to make that decision. The time is now for you to spread that word. To spread that word. To be cognizant of the light. If there is, you know, look, yes, we do need to be informed, right? We do need to be informed, but we don't need to hear about, like, we don't need to be on overload. Do you understand? Because it's too much for you, especially if you deal with anxiety. And then that creeps into your head, and the fear and the anxiety, it just keeps it, and it just keeps, it's like a big, like a tiny snowball that grows into a monster snowman, you know, and we don't need that, right? So reconnect, play games, do whatever, you know, talk to someone. And if I have to come on here every night and freaking read a chapter of a book or play a song or whatever, or do some makeup to get your minds off of whatever the hell you want, put your request in. Go to our Facebook page, put your request in. What do you want us to do to take your mind off of it? You know, I'm willing to do anything, you know, so, because I think we all need to just have a moment. Because you're going to get bored of, you know, Netflix. You're going to get bored of TV. Turn the damn news off. Let's reconnect with each other. But most importantly, it's self-checking each other. Making sure that we're standing in the light. in the light and not, let's get out of the darkness. Let's get out of the shadow of the fear, okay? Okay, now also too, Paige is saying she reads her Bible out loud. That's great. So, here's another thing. Okay, B, shoot, girl. Yeah, do you want to do it privately, the message? Because you can message us privately, or if you want to do it on here, it's up to you, girl. Okay, so here's the deal. There's also an app you can download. You can get it in Google Play and also on the App Store for Apple, the Apple Store, iTunes. No, it's not iTunes anymore. The Apple Store, App Store. The Bible app. I highly recommend that you guys go download it, the Bible app, so you can actually put in a topic that you are concerned about. They have lots of amazing short little series that you can read, and you can actually listen to them as well. Really short, sometimes they're just 3 days, but it's just a few paragraphs. So if you have a short attention span like I do, but if how to deal with worrying, how to deal with anxiety, okay? And so do that, hon. Go ahead, just message us and then we'll get to you. So, you can put in any subject, maybe you want to understand, I believe that the best versions okay, so forgive me because I'm not really super, Justin's the theologian in this relationship. So, okay. By the way, I need to correct. There is Justin, I'm gonna read his post, but in the Bible app they have these plans, so you can put in any topic. New Living Testament, I believe, is the New Living translation or the American Standard Version. It's NLT and ASV. Those are the two that you would want to read. Don't go with the King James Version or the Contemporary English Version. If you want something simplified so you'll understand it, the New Living Translation and the American Standard Version. But of course, feel free to, take a look at it. But you can put in any topic, like I'm looking at it now. What do you need? It starts off with a Bible verse, like today's Bible verse of the day is, create in me a clean heart, O God, renew a loyal spirit within me. Psalms 51:10. That's from the New Living Testament. Okay, because I had to replace it. So, and if you friend add me, we can, you can friend add people on the Bible app and see what everybody's reading, So if you hop over to our Facebook page and you like it, and if you are friends with me, you can send me a personal friend add. I'll accept it. I hadn't been going on Facebook a lot the past several months, believe it or not, because I just don't want to, be engrossed in the whole political crap that's going on. But in the last 2 weeks, ever since my birthday, I had been kind of hopping back on Facebook and stuff. And but I always, I have Messenger, but I am doing Facebook. So, So, definitely go over to our Facebook page, like our Facebook page if you haven't already. And if you want, friend add me. But the Bible app, you definitely want to get it. It is phenomenal. And hold on, I'm sorry, I'm responding to somebody. Okay. So, of course Dominic would be rolling around right now. Okay, so yeah, the Bible app. And again, if you're new on here, I know that I put an F instead of a G. You hear me? Okay. F instead of a G. So, all right. So, who has like questions for me? Anybody have any questions? I know that I know he's still meditating. He goes a long time. You guys don't realize how much goes into what he does. He does a lot. Hey, there's 19 of you guys on. Go and give me thumbs up, guys. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. You can, if you're on your mobile app. I want some thumbs up and definitely. Okay, so I'm reading. Marlena says it sounds good. Great. I really would love to have some Bible buddies, you know. I mean, whether or not you believe in it or not, you know. Oh, I did. Thank you. I really did. I had a great birthday. Thank you so much, Ima. Okay, so you know I do angel cards on here. Justin does the psychic medium readings. And I know most everybody that comes on here, hey, why don't you guys, let's do a head count. Hey, tell me who's here. I want to see who's on so I know who I'm talking to. I know that sounds crazy, but JD, hey. Chantel, our internet is crazy because everyone's working from home. So sorry if I lose you. It's okay, honey. It's okay. You know, I'm just not going over on, you know, I don't really want to do Facebook, you know, because Facebook is just like, YouTube is more, to me, you know, it's an international platform. That's where we're trying to build our base at, but I still need people to, you know, there's a lot of people who've liked our Facebook page, but nobody ever sees the notifications, you know. So, okay, cool. So Ima, JD, Batman is here. Haha. How was that chili, girl? Batman, Christy, Marlena, Aaron, Jolisa. That's okay, honey. It's okay, Jolisa. I understand. And if you don't want to say nothing, I understand that. I know Paige is here. And Paige, I'm glad you're a believer in God. And I'm glad that you trust in the Lord. I really, really am glad about that, honey. I really, really am glad. And I am very happy that you're on tonight and being talkative. Because, you know, sometimes we just kind of all got to get it out, right? Yummy, yummy, yummy. Would you like to come say hello to your folks?
What do you want?
Yo, why you being like, what's that? Like,
no, I'm just saying, what do you...
Well, anybody care to recap for him? Because I don't think I can.
Why, oh God, what happened?
Oh, nothing. We're just talking about, fear.
What channel are you
on YouTube.
Really?
Yeah, Dominic is like left me high and dry. He was supposed to be manning the station.
But I didn't see it on my phone at all.
On YouTube?
No. Here you go. Double check. I went to our channel to see after I came out of the...
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, wait a minute. Why? Dom? Hold on. I don't know. Daddy said he can see us on YouTube.
Yeah, we are on though.
He's going. Hold on, guys. We're testing.
Yeah, it shows up. You gotta click on the channel. It's a bug.
Oh.
Yeah.
No.
What?
Oh, view channel.
Come on, Joss.
Oh. Well, okay.
Okay. All right, so.
That's okay
though. Okay, so I'm just sharing this again over on Facebook. Thanks for everybody who's come over tonight. You know, look, So okay, yeah, they said they all got the notification. They're saying
Okay.
hi. We just went over. I was just telling them. Listen, the time is now where we need to, step into the light and out of the shadow of darkness. You've been talking about this and how
Faith over fear, man.
faith over fear. Have faith, but let's not be. Remember, it is a sin to be a glutton. Gluttony is a sin, okay? So when you're out hoarding all the TP and alcohol swabs and
It's allowing.
the Lysol and
Like,
the
come on,
Clorox,
man, we live in the richest country on the planet. Our supply chain runs incredibly, incredibly deep, and
just come say hello. People are wanting to say hi to you.
hello. I'm gonna be stuff I've got to work on for tomorrow.
Oh, for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well, thanks. That's like now I'm gonna have like nobody, because
Huh?
these people have been hanging on because of you, not because of me. They don't care about me. They only want you. But we do go live every Saturday night if we still have our peeps on.
Absolutely.
Marlena says hi, Justin.
Hey, what's
Christy put dinner on chicken wings. JD,
Ooh,
hi.
nice.
Yeah, chicken
Chicken
wings. Chili says Dana says her chili was yummy, yummy, yummy.
Good.
Chili. Oh boy. Jolisa's here.
Hey.
We had a couple of new B messaged you. Denny messaged too.
Okay.
He was on Ima. Ima's here. Chantel and Paige, you still on? Paige is a chatterbox. No, she's clammed up. She's on. And I like I said, I told everybody, that they kind of, it's a matter of, we cannot allow our fear to. Dominic's gonna get mad because that's in the shop, but it's like, yes. Thank you. Yes, he will be on tomorrow, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Without a doubt, folks. Without a doubt.
Yeah. So
we will be.
This is no different than sisterhood, right? I mean, look, come on. I just don't do sisterhood and sisterhood. It's just me. But
Right.
it's like on YouTube, people don't care about me. They're just like, eh. Listen, that's another thing too. I gotta tell you, not only the fear, but there is the gluttony, because it popped in my head. Gluttonous. I keep hearing the word gluttonous. People think of Slovens like people who just eat a lot and stuff like that. But this is a moment where we're hoarding stuff and keeping stuff to ourselves, and my friend Sammy, who lives in Australia, I mean, her and her husband, there's no food. Before the TP situation happened in America, it was happening over in Australia. And I didn't understand that. But I still don't understand that. What irritates me is, hold on, don't move, is you remember gluttony is a sin. So hoarding stuff from people and who really need it, okay, it shows you have no faith.
Mommy.
Yes, we need things.
Mama.
But we don't need the entire store.
Mommy,
Yeah, and you know what? I think everybody needs hugs, right?
Mommy,
Yes.
tonight, niece, get niece some Tamagotchi?
Not right now on here, but you can do it out there on Tamagotchi. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Go tend to your me's. Go check on those babies.
I did. Oh, I got to talk to somebody.
You did?
He was tying.
Oh, he was?
I nicked it.
Did Dom help you with it?
No, I did it.
Okay.
I did it on myself.
Okay, baby. So yeah, gluttony is he's doing good. Our beautiful boys are doing great. Yes. But gluttony is a sin, and it's a sin, and we need to be helping our fellow man, correct?
Yes, and that's what we're gonna be doing
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm
So
gonna run because I've got things I've got to tend to.
Okay, some
Okay.
big things in the works for tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Okay, so that means I want you guys to make sure that you spread the word because tomorrow Justin will be on. So that's what I was saying. The gluttonous part. I got it. I got that message last week. Too. Justin got the message was that you guys have been given the message that you don't choose. You got to choose faith over fear, right? He's been saying it. So now it's up to you. It's your test. You have to do it. Put the, faith plus action equals results. That is a Justin Cardoza trademark right there. Faith plus action equals results. It's an equation, right? So if you have faith, but you're not getting results, you're not acting. If you're acting, but you have no faith, you're not going to get the results you want. If you're getting results and they're not what you want, no faith. So remember, faith is pure. It is not. Most of us live in hope. Sometimes we get our wits' end and we're like, oh my God, I just can't. Like, my faith is, God, please, it's like, and listen, we were like that last year, but sometimes, like, when it's a yin and yang thing, you can't be around a whole bunch of Chicken Littles. You got to have a balance, right, of people. So to kind of balance each other. So that's what Justin and I are here for. But last week I got, and it goes with the gluttonous thing. And I'm going to say this because I keep hearing it very loudly in my head. Gluttony, 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 gluttony. And it's just another word for being selfish. And that is, there's been so many people coming on to our lives who just want Justin. And they just want spirits. Who's coming in? What spirit's coming in? Let me tell you something. What's the number one rule about getting a reading from Justin? You have to be open, right? Do you honestly think that any of you are really open right now to hearing a message from your loved one? No, you're not. You know why? Because in here, we're thinking about, oh my God, this one just got, you're worried about what's going on in the world, what's going on in our communities, your communities, the people that are around you, the bills that you got to pay. I don't have Lysol wipes or Lysol spray or whatever. You're constantly thinking about that. So how can you be open to hear a message from the other side? So guess what? You have work to do. You want to hear from your loved one from the other side? You got to show the other side that you've stepped into that light, not standing in the shadow of fear. So I take it page has gone off, right? Lisa, I've never seen a live on YouTube like this. This is so cool. I tried joining your Facebook live. Oh, well, that's because I just went on there to let people know to come. Oh, we always do it on YouTube. So we normally go live every Saturday night with Justin. Justin and I both do it every Saturday night, always on YouTube. We don't do Facebook anymore. And so please like and hit the subscribe button and the bell. You got to hit the bell so you get notified when we go live on YouTube. Facebook, the notifications, they change it so much that a lot of people like our page on Facebook, which we want, but they don't get the notifications of when we go live, or people follow us and they don't like us. But over here, this is definitely. So did you hear my shout out to you, Lisa, about Tulsa beef? Because honestly, it was fantastic. Yeah. Tulsa beef, everybody. If you're here in Oklahoma, I know we have a lot of people all over the United States that tune into us. It's a low crowd tonight because it's just me. It's not Justin. But again, that's why. Thank you so much, love. I appreciate you for subscribing and hitting the bell. Yeah. But I just came on here because I want to lift everybody up tonight. I just want people to reassure them that we are going to be okay. And like I said, sometimes we just need a break. I wish I could have a Kit Kat, but I can't. And maybe some of you are having a Kit Kat. Just give me a break, right? But let's do it. We don't have to do, the heavy loads every night. It's always very heavy when Justin's on, but because the energy is palpable. You guys don't realize it, but the collective energy that you guys put off, some nights it's enormous. Like, it's really, really, it just floods this room. But tomorrow I want you to go spread the word about us and yeah, right. You love a Kit Kat. Me too. Yeah. I haven't had a Kit Kat in 2 years. I haven't had any candy in 2 years. So, yes. And anything that we, can do to support you guys. Cause like I said, supporting local businesses, we all need to lift each other up. And not be gluttonous, right, people? So tomorrow you want to hear from Justin because he's always the main event. He's working on things tonight. He just got done with his meditation, but we got to be open, right? So stand in the light, not in the shadow of fear. Take time to regroup with your family. Like I said, it's a test. It's a test. We all need to wind down and reconnect. And reconnect with a higher power that you believe in, okay? And, we're going to have moments of fear. I'm not saying that you're, standing in light all the time. You think that I don't have fear. I mean, like, we all have fear. For some reason, I have a very strange calm about myself. But I've also known about this for 2 months. I've known about this. Justin's been following this story since it first started 2 months ago in Wuhan. So, it's nothing new in our house. But, he doesn't tell me everything. As a psychic medium, he doesn't tell me everything because he knows I have a big mouth. So, I would always ask him, like, is it going to come here, No. Is it going to come here? But he tells me the other day, I knew it was going to come here. But I wasn't going to tell you because I know how you are. I know my anxiety is so nuts, So I have this, there's just this moment where you kind of get to a breaking point with anxiety that, you just have to have faith in God. I've witnessed many amazing things when I just put it all out on the table to him and give it all to him, because that's a heavy load to carry and you get tired very quickly. So stand, do not let your faith be over. And if you're unsure about faith, if we're just giving you a little bit of glimmer of hope, that's great too. Because you know why? Hope is, we just need a spark. And then you can come on here, go over to my Facebook page, over to our Facebook page. You want, during the week, hey, I know you're not going to get Justin all the time. Okay. I'm sorry. You're not. It's me. But if you want to do something fun, I'll play music on here. I'll take requests. I don't care if we get, I'm not worried about monetization. If you want me to read something from Justin's book or something fun, you want me to put makeup on, we'll do makeup tutorial. I don't know. Let's do something fun. If you need your mind to be just shifted, if shoot me a message. I'm willing to do that for you because I know what it's like to have anxiety and fear. But right now, I'm feeling good and I'm feeling glorious and I'm feeling love. And that is why I've been wanting to come on all week with you guys. So faith over fear. So tomorrow night, 8:30 Central Standard Time, you guys, it'll go up. You'll see there'll be a live, you guys will get notifications. It should be up on our Facebook page, our Instagram, and our Twitter, and all that. I'm pretty sure it'll be 8:30, if not, maybe earlier. Thank you, Lisa. But Justin will be on tomorrow. Like he said, he's working on some big things for tomorrow. He had a big meditation session, so, spread the word. Get this out. Let's prepare for tomorrow. Let's come in with a new light, a light. Let's be open. That's why I'm saying take it off of you. Stand in that light. Good night, B. We will get to your question. I'll have Justin answer it. Okay, honey? But so that way, we can do it tomorrow, So, it's 11:21. My God. Okay. So tomorrow night we'll be on. I hope that if you guys have any questions, ask away right now. Cause this is the moment for questions. Oh, you don't see a bell? Okay, you found it. Okay. All right, good. I'm so glad you all are on. And it's like I was thinking, I was like, it was late. We got a late start tonight. And I was like, well, I mean, hell, I'm going to go on because it's like, why not? Like, where is anybody going? Why not, right? So we can only watch so much TV. But I'm down for anything, suggestions. I like hearing what you have to say. It's 12:21 here in Massachusetts. Yeah, I'm drinking my LaCroix water. That's actually just regular water. And I'm watching myself drink it on camera and it doesn't look very professional. Anybody have a question before I go? I do have a question for somebody. I need to throw this out to you because, oh, you're in New South Wales. Christy, why do I always forget you're in Australia? I swear to God, I always forget that. Have they closed the schools yet? Because my friend Sammy said they didn't, which is just nuts. Okay, so I have a question. Songs been coming up. I get messages through songs too. Man, for the past several weeks, I've had The Girl from Ipanema. I know it's weird. Does it have a significance with anyone? The Girl from Ipanema. It's the Stan Getz version that I keep hearing in my head, and I mean it'll just pop in randomly. And the other day I was sitting on the couch and I put Sirius XM on, and lo and behold, right out of the gate, first song, Girl from Ipanema, and I was just like, you got to be kidding me! So I took a screenshot of it and sent it to our Lightworker group, and I was like, nobody could connect it, Ironically, we have 2 light workers on tonight? Or mods. Where is everybody? Meanwhile, you guys are not going anywhere. No, they're keeping them open. That's insane, Christy. That's insane. I wouldn't be sending my kids to school. Oh God, that's just crazy. I mean, you guys had those fires going on for months. Do you know when they started reporting on it in the United States? 2 weeks before you guys started getting all the rain. It's crazy. It's just crazy. So, all right. Nobody has any questions? No, but since you're talking about songs, you used to say, when you see my name, a song popped in your head. What song was it? I don't know. I don't remember. It's not. I did. I don't remember saying that, Jaleesa. I know, right, Dana? She's like, seriously, no one with the question? This is crazy. Okay, so does da, 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 da. I don't know, and it wasn't Jolene. I can tell you that. I have to go back to an old stream to find out. Thank you. Yeah, do that because I'm a newbie. You're not a newbie, girl. You're not a newbie. I had done this whole thing earlier about talking about, really just, dealing with our fear and our anxiety and not allowing it. Was it Jolene? Okay. I mean, I always have songs for everybody. First day in class. LOL. Girl, come on now. Seriously. You are not first day in classes. If my producer was here. Hey, if you guys want something to read, you guys can go on Amazon and buy Justin's book. By the way, it's called End in the End. And yes, it is ripped off from a Beatles song. End in the end, the love you make is equal to the love you take. I'm probably getting that. Is equal to the love you take is equal to the love you make. Just made me curious. I gotta hear it. I always have. Good night, Marlena. See you tomorrow, love. I always have songs for everybody. Like Denise, I have a song for. I have songs for a lot of people. Erin always has a song when she comes on. She always says knock 3 times. And that is really significant with me. What's your song? Well, the thing about you, Erin, that throws me off is that hey, Dana, will you message Dominic to come here for me? Because I can't type. And thank you, Erin, for the shout out. Erin has a song for me. So something really amazing happened to me on my birthday. My mother came through to me, and God, you guys, like, you're like putting me on the spot. It has to come natural. I have to feel it. But I know the girl from Ipanema, it's for somebody because it's been coming to me a lot, like the past several weeks. I'm sorry to disturb you, sir. Is there any way that you can pull up Google so somebody can call in and talk to me?
Yeah.
Anybody want to call and talk to me and ask me a question?
No one wants to talk to you.
Jesus, I know.
I would love to do a radio station, honestly.
I know, me too.
So maybe later on.
Oh wow, what a blessing. Yes, my mother, she came through. It was a beautiful message she had for me, but do you want to know what the message was? You gotta understand, I'm sorry I'm kind of went off track here, but my mother passed away in 2007. And so the message that she had for me had to deal with anxiety and how it can wreak havoc on your body. And, that's another thing too, is that is important
if
for you to...
If anyone wants to call in, number is 918-200-9706.
Can you type it in the chat? Thank you. That's why I want you to know we want to stay healthy, right? We got to keep our minds healthy too, because thank you. I appreciate it.
No problem.
Wait, do you have the volume turned up?
You can turn it up if need be, but I'm not gonna turn it up all the way because it'll blow your eardrums out. But the volume's over there. You can see it.
Anybody want to call me? Hey, Ashley, how you doing? How you doing? How you been feeling? Girl, I was just thinking about you yesterday. You feeling better? You feeling better? I hope you're feeling better. Somebody's calling me. I don't know who it is. I'm going to answer it. Hello, you're on with Roseanne. Can you guys... Hello? Dominic. Okay. That didn't go well. Oh no. I don't know what I opened.
You're breaking everything.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Somebody...
yeah, I forgot. Yeah, I forgot the stupid things. Like, you need Chrome. You need Chrome. They always do that.
You're going stir crazy? Oh no. Well, feeling better. That's good though. That's beautiful. My mother struggled with anxiety as well, as bad as panic attacks. Yes, and it was. I'll have to tell it tomorrow more in detail.
This should work.
Okay, I don't know who called me, but guess what? I got this in my Ipsy bag yesterday. It's a Yensa Super 8 lip oil. I'm gonna share that with you. And you think it's pink, and it goes on, but yo. It moisturizes your lips, right? And it's really cool because it tastes like watermelon. So it reminds me of like those lip glosses like you got like when we were kids. Does anybody remember like Lip Smackers and oh my god, there was an Avon one that was like a chocolate chip cookie and you opened it up and like one side was chocolate and one side was vanilla. I just thought that was the coolest thing. Somebody's calling me. Hello? Dominic. Somebody called me again.
Alright.
And I don't hear it. I don't hear it saying hello. Hello? My son.
Hear anything? Hold on. No, now I hear something, but you're not answering me.
I'm talking to you. Can you guys hear Dominic? Go out there and talk to me.
Oh wait, no, they can't hear me. Hold on.
He's the producer.
Well, I'm not in
here.
Okay.
Ooh, pull of pickles and olives. Yum.
Make me look so professional.
Yes, the little. Those were so. I love those, and I think they're selling them again. And I'll tell you what else. Do you guys remember the scratch and sniff stickers? Oh my god, I love that. Yes. Yes, I love those. But this is awesome. This stuff is Yensa Super 8 lip oil. And it doesn't like make your lips rosy. It just nobody believed me. And I had Dominic. I put it on Dominic's lips. Of course, he didn't want me to. But I said, trust me, it won't make it. Just taste it. He's never had that experience, of like lip smackers, like. And then I found this funny meme, like when you would eat like a whole box of Luden cherry cough drops, even when you weren't sick, like in school, because you weren't allowed to have candy. So, okay. Anybody want to call in? The number is 918-200-9706. Maybe Chili Dana wants to call in. Somebody wants to call in 918-200-9706. 918-200. Okay, I can't type. 200. No, my mother she's never come through with a message like she did. She's been over there since I know she's come through in many different ways and forms. She's come through. She showed herself to Dominic when she was little. She's always come through. She's been around. There's no doubt about it. It's just that she wasn't ready to talk. So no, it's on their terms. Again, you can't make somebody talk unless they're ready to talk. And, but I have the luxury of having Justin. So like when my brother would pass away or our friend Chuck, I would have him go check on him I mean, listen, you think that they're sitting over there relaxing, in the land of milk and honey, and they are, but they have work to do. Why? Because we live in turbulent times. My brother has an important job, believe it or not. They actually have jobs, but I'm not going to go into that. That's why. Yeah, Chuck. I know. And I got to tell you, Lisa knows Chuck too. And Ashley and Lisa would know this. I said to Dominic the other day, and God bless, Giovanni watches the lives of Chuck's, when he would come over here and, talk with the boys. At least twice, 3 times a week, I always hear Chuck's voice, and I just hear him giggling and laughing. But I said to Dominic, I said, oh my God. I said, do you know who would have went nuts right now, like with the restaurants being closed and like everything not, Chuck would be freaking out, like totally, like not being able to go out and sing or do anything and socialize. Like he hated it. So it's like, but we have angels on our side, right? Those that have passed, they're our loved ones, people who loved us. Yeah, he lived to go out. But, in the last year of his life, he did stay home a lot because he worked the morning show. So he actually went home at a decent hour every night. And, good night, Christy. You're going to go peel spuds. Well, have fun. Lots of love to you, too. Okay, so nobody wants to call in. I'm surprised. Jolisa wants to hear about that story. I'm probably not going to talk about that tonight. I will share that tomorrow because, again, she talks about anxiety and all that and what it does to you. But, the message she had for me, most people, it's a personal message, but it's nothing that you guys don't know. I was talking about that, about dealing with, anxiety disorder but she really, really wanted to reiterate to me that it can do a lot of harm to your body and that she can see me sometimes go down that path. And it's true. Listen, even though, I believe in and I have complete faith in, our Lord and Savior, I do. But we're humans. And, it doesn't mean that just because you discover something or just because your mind becomes open to the things that we know plagues us or we, the failures and the successes. You've heard me talk about that. Our experiences in life become the lessons that we learn. And even though we learn those lessons, it doesn't mean that, oh, hey, I'm never going to make that mistake again. No, it's a daily battle. Guess what? It becomes harder because now you are aware of it. Now you know. Now you know. So when you become aware of something, if you don't know there's a pothole on the road, right? You drive over it or you step in the hole, right? But once you become aware of that hole, you can go around it and choose not to step in it. Sometimes there's things blocking. You can't move out of the way, so you have no choice to go through the hole. So even though you're aware of it, it doesn't mean that you're not going to step in the hole. So yes, do I deal with anxiety? Always, on a daily basis. But yes, like I said, download the, Bible app, become Bible buddies with me. If you read things, you can go in there and put a topic in. it's about anything that you're dealing with, love, worrying, finding your faith, whatever topic that you want to correlate, it'll find. It has just wonderful devotionals and stuff, and it's not shoving it down your face. And anybody who wants to have it has a question, because if not, look, I just want everybody to become very, very aware of that, because we're always going to have potholes, okay? And just because, you can read the Bible all you want out loud every day, and you can tell people, I believe in Christ, and I believe in this, or whatever, I believe in Buddha, or I believe in Buddha too, Siddhartha. I believe in a lot of things. We're not just one. We are a combination of a whole bunch of things. So hold on. Oh, Lisa's sending me pictures of her pickles and olives. I love it. Yum. Why she watches me. I love that. I'm jealous. I love pickles and olives. I really do. I mean, that's like a great combination. And it's good. I do. I really do. I have to have relish, dill. I love dill. Like the herb dill. I love it in chicken salad and tuna fish. It's so good. So good. Dill is the best herb. The worst herb, but I like a little bit of it in my pico, is cilantro. Or as they say in the UK, cilantro. We don't say it right. Or they actually say coriander. They say that cilantro is not the proper way of saying it. There's actually a whole YouTube video on things that bug the, okay. Oh, about the jobs on the other side. Well, here's the thing about that, Jaleesa. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. It's the right way if you're Mexican. Yeah, right? I know. I like a little bit of it. Too much cilantro can make things taste soapy, though. It's a very powerful herb. Just like oregano, or as they say over in the UK, oregano. Oregano, and I'm Italian, so listen, oregano, you only need a little bit, Only need a little bit. But dill, I go crazy. Dill and green onions. I love any onion. I love any onion, but I have to have green onions, or scallions, or we have some wild onions growing out in our backyard right now, and I need to go pick those, because seriously, I think I'm going to make some chicken salad tomorrow. Yeah. So, look, I was just saying if somebody wanted to call in, ask a question. I didn't know if anybody did. I thought maybe Dana, one of our mods would want to call in. Apparently not. Okay. Girl, I need to eat with you. You like all the stuff I do. Well, I'm back on the keto train, guys. So, I'm going to be honest with you. Okay, when Justin got sick, okay, he got the food poisoning or whatever, and then Giovanni got it, and he got really, really ill. And I think it was norovirus or something. Praise God, Dominic and I mean, it was awful. It was the worst thing, we didn't get it. I also didn't eat for 8 days. Seriously, because my logic, this again, my anxiety, okay, was that if I don't eat, I can't throw it up. Well, I lost 9 pounds. I know you can't tell. But what it did was it reset my system. So I was able to actually cleanse my body of sugars. And what I mean sugars is I don't eat candy or processed sugar. I actually was eating a lot of fruit. I was eating grapes like crazy. And I was, I cannot have, since I've been on keto or was doing keto, I've given up chips and all that kind of stuff. So popcorn became, I realized that when I was eating popcorn, I was going through popcorn like crazy, okay? And that became my new chip. So I had to detox that and peanut butter. So I detoxed all that off that stuff. So I've actually been really practicing like intermittent fasting and stuff. So you aren't eating everything I have in my house right now? No, unfortunately I'm not. Oh my god. Okay, so oh my god, my father-in-law overdoes oregano, and with my last pregnancy, food would make me so sick, and the thought of food when he would cook, the smell of oregano would kill me forever. I bet. Oregano is not, it's very, very strong. No, look, we need to like eat clean. What is clean? Clean is just, not putting, taking care of your body. You know, pickles, and honestly, pickles, one of the things, people who do ketogenic diet, like when they go through keto flu, and people get very scared of that. And it's just your body detoxing and purging itself of sugars and stuff like that. And, cause I haven't eaten bread or carbs or anything like that. I don't do that. I haven't eaten pasta, and I'm Italian, but honestly, I don't miss pasta at all. I really, really don't. I do make amazing Alfredo sauce. I do make amazing homemade, marinara sauce, or, what we call, some people call it gravy in America, like Italian Americans, we don't, but it's red sauce, I don't put onions or peppers in it. It's none of that, but I can't even talk about that because that is like a secret recipe. But my Alfredo is very ketogenic. If you're not ketogenic, you don't want to eat my Alfredo. It's very fattening because it is butter and your garlic chopped up, getting all real happy in the butter, sauteing it. Of course, you don't want to overcook your garlic because it'll burn and become bitter. Let that butter melt down, and I usually do about 2 tablespoons-ish. Hey, Denise, welcome. Well, I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you. So it's garlic. You can chop it up very finely, or if you have like a grater, you can grate it over, but you got to have a heavy bottom pot, ladies. You got to have a heavy bottom pot for Alfredo sauce. Okay? So I actually go to the restaurant supply store and I bought, look, you don't have to have, the prettiest. The restaurant supply store has fantastic pots. They may not look pretty, okay, but there's a reason why they use them in restaurants. So you have to have a heavy bottom pot for Alfredo. So while you're on quarantine, you want some really good Italian food, this is what you make. You take your garlic. Now look, you could do 1 clove depending on how big the clove is and depending on how garlicky you want it. I usually start with 1 clove. Okay, and that's, probably like a medium-sized clove, like that big, okay? And I'll grate it on my, microplane, and I have a garlic microplane, not your regular, like, zester microplane, because the garlic gets stuck in it. It's a pain in the butt. Don't do that. Just finely chop it then, and you can use the back of your knife and press it down on the cutting board. The garlic, when it's minced up, and it extracts the oils. This is becoming a cooking show now. Who wants to hear this? Extract those oils, and you just put a little salt on the garlic. Extract the oils from it. Just take the back of your knife, press down on it. Then you scrape that off, put it in the pot. Put 2 tablespoons-ish, of a little bit more if you want, depending upon how much you're making. 2 to 3.5 tablespoons, okay? Let the garlic, I put it on like medium heat, so it melts slow, and it gets, the garlic, gets, like I said, happy, and it's sauteing, it's like slowly sauteing and extracting the oil of the garlic into the butter and flavoring the butter. Now you then use heavy whipping cream. Okay? And once that's going, you don't want your butter to brown, and you don't want you really got to keep an eye on it. Okay? Don't put any salt in there because, you know, wait. You want to wait. Now, I usually buy like the quart. Yeah, I think it's like the quart, right? What is it? Like a pint? No, a quart. The large one's a quart, right? Of heavy whipping cream. And so when I make Alfredo sauce, you got to use more. So you're going to pour that, in, because the trick with the Alfredo sauce at that point is you got to let it reduce down. That's what naturally thickens it. Some people make a roux with it, but the real traditional Italian way of doing it is by pouring the heavy cream into the garlic. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm telling y'all this. So when you put the heavy cream in it, at that point, it's like on medium heat. You can salt and pepper it. I personally like black pepper flakes in it because I think it looks pretty. Traditionally, they would tell you, because it's a bechamel sauce, that you should only, cream sauce should only have white pepper. That's so freaking like Frenchy and chefy, Like, no, the pretty black flecks of black pepper in it. I just love it. It just looks pretty. And, you can see it. Now, the trick is you're going to have to stir it, Make sure it doesn't bubble over, Stir it. It's going to reduce a little. It's going to reduce by a quarter. But believe it or not, and you want to make sure it's seasoned properly, because you just need salt and pepper. Now, if you feel like that it's not garlicky enough to your like, you can add garlic powder at this point. Not garlic salt, but garlic powder. And if you want, you can also add a pinch of nutmeg to it. And it'll just kind of brighten it up a little bit. Now, make sure it's salty enough, but also it's a delicate balance. Here's the trick. Why? Because there's no Parmesan cheese in it, right? So how you know the sauce is thick enough is that if you put your spoon in it, you should be able to take the back of the spoon and run your hand through the sauce. Okay? And it'll like leave a line. So if you are doing pasta, this is the trick. Pour your pasta in a bowl. After you drained it, of course. You never rinse your pasta, by the way, ladies, because it actually rinses off the starch. So you need the starch for your pasta sauce to stick, right? Jesus. Are any of you bored by this or want me to continue on? Because, I can't believe I'm telling you now. So when you do that, that's where your Parmesan cheese comes in. Ashley's saying, no, I love it. I want to hear it. Okay. Put Parmesan cheese on a little bit of the pasta. On the pasta, and it's going to melt onto the pasta. Then you take your sauce and you pour the sauce on it. Mix it up. Then add another layer of the pasta. Parm it again. But remember, I'm not talking about Kraft. I'm talking about Parmigiano Reggiano, okay? You can actually get a really big chunk of it, the real kind, at Sam's, believe it or not. And it's a fantastic price. I'm not going to lie. And you know it's real when it has the rind on it and it says Parmigiano Reggiano, because it's actually made in Parma, Italy. And if I had like $2,500, you can actually buy the big thing of Parmesan. And have you ever seen those videos where they make the pasta and they mix it in that big thing of parm and they light it on fire? It's crazy. Anyway, okay, yeah, and Costco. Don't get your Parmesan cheese, for the love of God, at Whole Foods. It is like, they'll give you like a little tiny chunk and it's like $10 when you can get a chunk like this big for $10, $11 at Sam's or Costco. So that's what you do. And then you pour the pasta again. You want to layer it, right? Now remember when I told you about the salt? Be careful with it, because Parmesan is actually very salty. It's a hard cheese, so I recommend grating it, And so when you're doing that layering part with the sauce and the pasta and the Parmesan, that's how the Parmesan gets into the pasta. And then you can add chicken in it as well, you know, layer it. And then you mix it all together. And, you know, depending upon, you know, if you like real fettuccine Alfredo, which is the thick, wide noodles, you can have that. If not, you know, I'm a big penne fan. Used to be. The ridges on the pasta are there for a reason. Do you know why? Because that's what the sauce sticks to. It gets in the cracks. So there's a reason why certain pastas are for certain, you know, sauces, believe it or not. So, I know the pasta from the Cheese Wheel looks like amazing. But it's like, I mean, it's of course a restaurant. So it's like, it's nothing for them, you know, but it's just like, oh my God, like that is a lot of money. But you can actually order one and it just ages over there. Now, there's also like lots of different, if you'd like a little bit more of a nuttier, you know, there's Parmigiano Reggiano, or, you know, we use a lot of, no, not Reggiano. What is it? I'm drawing a blank. I can't remember. Yeah. A big wheel. Where? So anyway, that's that. And you know, listen, little tips here and there. Hey, you know, you can take your chicken breast, salt and pepper it with a little olive oil, and put it in the oven. And you know, no, the big gigantic wheel. I mean, like the one that sits on like the shelf in Parma, and they, you know, yeah, it's a lot of money plus the shipping. You know, it's a lot. Havarti and mozzarella. You know, I gotta tell you, that's good. That the mozzarella would be really good with the like the pickles. What I do with my Alfredo, because I do keto, I do spaghetti squash. I love it. I love it. So good. I love cheese though. Havarti is so good. Gouda, oh my God, Gruyere is delicious. It's so good. Gruyere is real nutty. It's very nutty. It's very similar to Parmesan, only it's not. It's French, not Italian. Now, I mean, for real, if I went to Paris or Italy, I would not do keto. Because if you go to Paris, like, you have to eat the fromage, right? You have to eat the bread. You have to eat that stuff. Like, you literally have to. You go to Italy, you're eating pasta, you know? Like, you have to. It's different over there. I'm like a really big fan of the Great British Baking Show. I like watch it every night to go to sleep. It's really, really good. It's homemade. A lot of Italians, like at the very end of the sauce, when they're making it, they put an egg yolk in it to enrich the sauce. I don't do that. That's like really, really Italian. I'm just giving you like simple version. Father-in-law, in your prayers, he is going Monday for a quadruple bypass, and he has one artery that is 100% blocked, and others are 90% blocked. Yes, what is your father-in-law's name, Ashley? Please. And if you do make it, Scott. Okay, everybody, please keep Scott in your prayers. Ashley Justice's father-in-law. He is going in for a quadruple bypass. He has one artery that is 100% blocked and the other that is 90% blocked. Please do that. We will, Ashley. Thank you, Lisa, for doing that. If you do make my sauce, or if you have questions and you forgot about it, you can shoot me a message. And but I want to see pictures. I want to see you guys make it. you know, look, open heart surgery isn't easy. And now he's going in with all this other stuff that's going on. But that's where faith comes in, right? And, you know, you have to protect him, you know, because and limit the exposure of other people, you know, coming into contact with him, you know. I want you to see it. I want you to see it. Make it in my kitchen safe, served at my table. I want to see you make it. You make it, serve it, and show me the pictures. I want to see people's pictures. But, you know, it's going to be a hard road for him to recover. It's not easy recovering from all that. You know, it's not. It's not. It's going to take a year for him, you know, a little bit longer for him to recover. You know, they cut open your ribs and, you know, I mean, it's tough, you know. So, you know, it's in times like that where we have to lift their spirits up and keep them from, you know, because sometimes they get a little depressed afterwards, you know. So just keep that in mind, you know. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, Ashley, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Ashley Justice says, hello, Dom.
Oh, hi, Ashley.
So, Lisa, you know, you might like chicken piccata because it's got capers in it. And, you know, it's got that, like, like acid, like, you know, capers are, you know, like an olive, you know. What is the one that's made with olives?
I was just checking on it.
Well, thank you. Why don't you stay here because I'm about to, you know, can you? Yeah, stay here for a second. No, it's not citrus taste. It's briny. It's briny like an olive. So capers are. So yeah, it's good. Like, you know, with it's a lemon. It's a lemon sauce, like a lemon, you know, sauce. Yeah, chicken piccata is good. Marsala is my favorite. I make an amazing chicken marsala cream sauce, don't I?
Yes.
Yeah. It's like, okay, let me see. Let me look in your bowl. Okay, you got olives. Okay, now, it looks like you have, are your olives, they're not stuffed with regular, oh my God, do you have a balsamic reduction drizzle on your olive and pickles? Because if you do, that just took it to a whole nother level. But your olives don't have regular pimentos in them. They look like they're stuffed with cheese or something. I definitely see string cheese cut up. The mozzarella ones. You have black Kalamata olives, and then you have the green olives, and then those look like regular dill pickles, not the bread and butter ones. Am I correct? Okay. Yes, ma'am. Okay, so Kalamata olives, right? And regular green olives. Yeah, play the antipasta, yeah. Let's play name that antipasta, LOL. Yeah. Honestly, antipasta does not have pickles in it, though, like traditional ones. But no, I like your version. And if you've never, so is it a balsamic glaze that you have on it? Reduction, because balsamic reductions are amazing. Like, if you've never done a balsamic vinegar glaze, oh, get out, girl. Stuffed with jalapenos and garlic, that's what I'm talking about. Okay. All right, you added the pickles. Well, yeah, I mean, you got to, you know. Oh, I've got to have those green olives with jalapenos and garlic. I don't know. Like, I like a dirty martini, you know, because, you know, with the added, like, the olive juice, Because if you want it extra dirty, you ask them for extra dirty and they give you extra, like the pour olive juice. A good bartender would. Yes, but a balsamic reduction is the easiest thing. But what they don't tell you when you do it, it's the best. I know you can buy it now, but for a long time you couldn't. But when you put that balsamic vinegar in that pot and it starts to reduce, if you stand over it, oh man, it's going to clean your sinuses out. Oh, that's okay. You know, listen, I ain't going to lie. I really don't like mozzarella. I hate it. It's like right up there with American cheese with me. Like, it's like, yeah. Now, I would love to learn how to make mozzarella. Like, you know, or like, you know, which you can buy, like, but I would do it with like flavors. You know, I would add like garlic and herbs to some of it. And I know you can buy a lot of, you know, fresh mozzarella, like, you know, but you can make it. Well, girl, make me some. Yes. But mozzarella is really good because it's a neutral cheese. It melts fantastic and it blends with other things perfectly. And if you put a balsamic reduction on it, it's even better. Because I'm shaking my head and talking like you can hear me now. Right? Exactly. Oh, yeah. You know what would that make that even better is if you put some salami in it. I'm not going to lie, okay? Some Genoa salami. I don't have all this stuff right now. You know, and I love all the different kinds of olives that are stuffed. Everybody's being so quiet. The olives that have like blue cheese stuck in them, like stuffed in them. But the jalapeno one, I don't think I've seen. But the garlic, I think it might. I don't know. Is it garlic? Is garlic and jalapeno, or are you have a mixture of both? Because to me, it seems like I would be afraid that the garlic would be too much in the like I don't want to bite into like a chunk of garlic. Basil and tomato. Oh, and cherry tomatoes would be so good in it too. Yes. But I would totally eliminate like an onion. I would not do an onion. Oh, you like prosciutto? It's okay. You know how you say it in the Italian community? Prosciutto. That's how you say it. Okay, so we used to do I used to order a lot from this deli in the Bronx. It's, you know, I was born there. Of course, my whole family, you know, was from New York. So, but Mike's Deli, and it's in what the hell is it? It's in the Bronx, but why can't I can't think of it. I'm so tired. I can't think. It's not Little Italy because it's in Manhattan. Anyway, but I used to order a lot of different kinds of cheeses, like, because I'm a really big fan of provolone, but domestic provolone, which you normally get in the, like, grocery store, you know, it's, like, really wibbly wobbly. We don't, like, that was never in my house. Like, the provolone cheese that we get is so aged and so stinky. It's, like, imagine the worst stinky feet you have ever smelled in your life. It is so salty and, like, sharp and nutty. When you eat it, it will just ring every, like, you know, gland, like your glands just go off, kind of like how, like, you know, but it's amazing. And if you eat like just a sliver of that with some pepperoni and an olive, or, you know, it's great in antipasto. It is also really fantastic. Because it's strong. The longer it's aged provolone, it's very strong. Like when I was a kid, I hated it. Like my parents would like bring it back from New York all the time, and I just hated it. My grandmother would drink her red wine every night. Would she drink the driest red wine, and she would dunk that in there.
Good night.
Okay, but you're not dressed. Say good night. I love you, my baby.
Good night.
Mwah. I'm gonna get off. You okay?
Yeah.
Okay. We're just sharing tips. I just learned that from Annalise. You know, okay, do I ever go to Krebs by McAllister to the event? No, I don't. You know, I'm not a fan of their sausage. What the heck is, I think it was like pizza. I forget what, Lavera's sausage. Italian sausage. I didn't think it was that good. There was nothing to rave about. It just kind of turned me off. Just learn from Annalise. Well, listen, you want the lowdown on Italian food? I'll tell you the lowdown. I can tell you about brajol. It'll change your life. Steak, you know, very finely. I mean, come on. I mean, Lisa, you can do this because, like, you can get it cut to your specification. Just, you don't even have to get it pounded out. You probably can get it sliced so thin, sirloin, and just thinly sliced. And you know, my grandmother used to make these, like, and she would take sirloin, you know, and she'd thin it out, bang it out, and stretch it out. And then, you know, she would take the sirloin, she'd put breadcrumbs, Italian breadcrumbs. Italian breadcrumbs have flavor. You know, they have the seasoning in it, basil, you know, and oregano and yada, yada, yada. Okay, and then she put Parmesan cheese and a little bit of garlic and salt and pepper. And then she would roll it up. And my grandmother used to take her sewing, you know, thread and wrap them. And then you fry them in the pan. And then you put them in your sauce to let them cook all day. Oh, I just stick a toothpick in them, you know, fry them up and then, you know. But you could do a big brajol like that too. And you could roll it up. And it's phenomenal. Like, it's amazing. You don't know anything about Italian food? I just love to eat it. Well, I do everything. I mean, I make cannolis. I don't do the traditional way that people make cannolis either. I love ricotta, but I don't like ricotta cheese in my cannolis. I find it, you know, you have to let it drain. It's gritty. I'd make it actually a non-traditional way, and it's actually better. But I use mascarpone cheese, and it's creamier and delicious. And if you can just eat mascarpone like right out of the container, it's just got a little bit of sweetness to it. It's so good. Yeah. Well, I'll have to get cannoli shells because I'm not making them homemade at this juncture right now. We'll have to have a cooking show. I'll have to do a cooking show, a cooking hour. I don't have a nice kitchen like you do, Lisa. You have like a big, luxurious island and a space to cook. Like our kitchen, I hate it. It's too small. It's not like the way I want it. But I will tell you, last night I made record timing in making sausage and peppers for Justin. So it was like a 30-minute meal. It was like the quickest I've ever made it. But yeah, like for real, like cheese is important, seasoning is important, you know, but there's different things that you don't see, you know, like pasta fazool you probably would love if you love beans, you know, it's spaghetti broken up with some cannelloni beans. You could do, you know, that's the Italian beans. You could do, and tomato sauce, like marinara. Mix together. Eat 1, 2, 3. But you know what? I'm going to tell you, I say a pasta fazool, okay? But if you look on menus, it looks like it says pasta vagoli. Vagoli? It's not. It's fazool. My grandmother used to make all that. Yeah, this summer. Yeah. Listen, I've taught people a lot of like different like Italian, you know, things because it's like I don't mind it, you know. I like sharing how to, you know, cook with people. It's kind of hard though when you do ketogenic diet and, you know, like I make like this week I made the most amazing crustless pizza. It was amazing. It was so good. I started learning and I stopped because I have Rosetta Stone. Now, my grandmother, she spoke it. My uncles, spoke it. My grandmother and grandfather would speak to each other, like when my father was little, and they want to have private conversations, they would speak to each other. I know my uncle, like, he didn't know any English. Now, interesting little story tidbit, but my great grandfather was like one of the very first people. His name was Gigio, and when they came over from Italy, so like I am third generation American, but he was one of the very first people to be ever hit by a vehicle, a car. He was run over by a cab driver that was going home in a rush to eat lunch, and he was struck and killed on the streets of New York City. There's a beautiful song, that verse. Which one, Joanne? I used to be able to speak fluently in French in school, and I can see the words and know what they say, but can't speak anymore. Well, this is the perfect time to do it. Get reacquainted. Get Rosetta Stone. I know, but we have the papers. I mean, it's sad, but it's also amazing because you're like one of the very first people. I mean, it's sad. I know I'm like saying that like with joy. It's not, but it's crazy because that's how early they came over, and it's really weird because I named my boys Italian names, so I'm actually half Irish and half Italian, and I am second generation Irish. So, yeah, second generation Irish. And, so I'm a half and half. My father's full Italian. My mother was full Irish. So it's a mixture. It's a mixture. But I do. Joanne, what song are you talking about in that verse? What are you talking about? I'm curious. Justin is Italian and Portuguese. Oh, wow. Really, Lisa? Do you have a message for me? Okay. So, Joanne, I don't have a message for you at this time. Are you wanting a card reading? I don't know. Are you wanting to hear from a loved one that's passed away? What part of Germany, Lisa? And when did they come here? Me. Message for me. Okay. Do I have a message for you? Okay. Are you wanting... okay. So, are you wanting to hear from a loved one that's passed? Or are you wanting a message, a personalized, like, angel card reading message? Tomorrow will be the night that we do all that. Justin will be on tomorrow night. That's our normal time. We go live 8:30 on Saturday nights, Central Standard Time. Justin will be here with me, and we will be giving messages. What I ask for you, Joanne, is to come back tomorrow night. Here's the reason why. I want you to take in what I said tonight, and I want you to be open. And I want you to focus on what it is that you want to know about, who it is that you want to hear from. Because it'll be a different environment tomorrow night. Okay? You can ask the 6 people that are on, as we dwindle down, that's how it works. I do want, you to get a message. If you're wanting a message of faith, I want you to stand strong in your faith. I want you to right now, the one thing that I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt, I need you to be open. I need you to be open and be open to hear any message that's given to you. Because at this juncture, like, I'm just chit-chatting. See, I'm trying to take people's minds off of things. That's what we need to be doing, okay? Even if it's just talking about food and we're just having generalized chit-chat, it's creating a community amongst all of us, right? Open and not guarded. Because you were real chatty in the beginning, and now all of a sudden you popped back up. And I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. Where did you go, Joanne, So all of a sudden something's occurred with you. So it's like you were real open. You were talking about, you believe in God, yada, yada, yada. All of a sudden, and then you come back with this, there's a beautiful song to that verse. What are you talking about? I'm confused. But I do want you to come back and experience Justin. Please. I promise that you will be lifted up. Okay, on that note, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. It's 12:21 here. But again, tomorrow, join us live here on YouTube. Saturday night at 8:30 p.m. We will post in Facebook as well, Instagram, and on Twitter. And Ima, lots of love to you, sweetheart. And yes, and thank you, Lisa, for joining us for this first time. Ashley Justice, I'm so glad to have your face back. And Dana and Aaron, thank you so much. And Joanne, I do hope that you come back tomorrow. And I do hope that you take what I said tonight and stand in the light and be open for tomorrow, okay? And that way you can come in not feeling guarded or feeling like you have a heavy weight on your shoulders, okay? So yes, thank you for coming on and chatting with us, Lisa. We really do appreciate it. And thank you. So thank you, everybody. Everybody, you have a good night, and we'll see you tomorrow, okay?